Hey, everybody, the world of Facebook, and everybody in this group, including new members. Hi, I'm Amanda Sutton, and I am the founder of Experts in Demand. That is the portion of my skill set where I actually take individuals through a very strategic and fun process of making them the go-to expert in their space, right? So that's why the group is here. That's why all of you tune in when you can. And the goal here is to bring you guys thoughts and insights into these really kind of like private specific groups because you're working towards something different. The idea is to set yourself apart, step out of that normal marketing routine with how you're positioning yourself. And through my 25 years, starting in public relations, the media space, I just reinforced today, I am so glad, like what a combination and melding of worlds coming from that PR world where it was my job to make people look great and sound great into this startup and world of helping people build their business, which means they need to come forward, as the expert, whether their company needs to look and be seen that way and perceived that way in the public. Really helping these startups and these companies build this into their branding from stage one. And the reason I'm jumping on today, and I actually have a break here, so that's why I decided to come on at 1. It was a last minute thing. I'm attending a State of the Media Summit, and I'm attending that. It's an online event, so I'm just jumping in between modules here. And this morning was a moderator. We're moderators from the journalist space, editors, reporters, and whatnot. And as you know, that is media relations is my first love. It's an area that is one of my expertise, one of my niche subtopics and my areas of expertise. But I'm weaving that into what I'm doing here for people, which is building their thought leadership platform, building a business on something, or their consultancy on something that before might have seemed very marketing and sales driven, but it takes a shift. And what was made really clear, and I just want to share with you, is a distinction for me just popped in, is this distinction between being interesting, right, and being relevant. So today I'm talking about relevance. I think it is the number one thing that we bring to the table that probably other branding marketing firms do not. And what that means is that weaved into all the fancy goodness, weaved into all the stuff you put forward and, the sales copy and the stuff you guys are doing every day in your business, weaved into that is that you're weaving in credibility, you're weaving in authority, and you're weaving in longevity. And there's not many approaches to marketing that can say that. I think most marketing approaches today, you would all agree, it's about getting attention, right? But because there's just no attention span these days, people are just working so much harder on getting that 15 seconds of attention. And these days it's like 7 seconds, right? The YouTube ads, you guys are seeing it. If you're in any of the consulting spaces and maybe you're just starting out there, you see how this shows up. You see, it's almost like, a lack of faith in the consumer these days because the way they're marketing, telling us to market, telling us to put ourselves out there, it's just so reliant. It feels so out of your control. But the clients I have the privilege to work with, we get to help them regain that control. We get to help them reassess the information they're delivering and deliver it at their pace because there's so much confidence going on in who they're targeting and how relevant they are to that group. I read an amazing article on, it's called 1,000 True Fans. And there's this concept that really took this to heart, and I'm going to be probably speaking on this next week as well. This whole concept of marketing, it's easier than ever before because we have this never-ending access of resources to create our work and distribute channels and put out cool stuff and spread the word. But at the same time, it's the hardest because it's this scarcity of attention. So aiming for these, 1,000 true fans, it's a very arbitrary number and don't take it too to heart. But getting ourselves used to narrowing, getting ourselves used to only delivering things that are relevant is super, super important. So I just wanted to come on today and remind you that in your striving to be that go-to person in the space. You might be getting into a routine where all you're caring about is, are people going to like it? Are people going to find it interesting? And I try when either coaching clients or working with them in this space is to bring a little bit of groundedness and answer those important questions, such as, well, what do you know about your audience, and where is their head, and what you've been doing for 20, 15, 10 years, 5 years, and you say you're so great at. How can you start talking about it in terms that it relates to them and where they're at now? That's the only thing really that experts should be concerned about. Experts aren't concerned that they're reaching everybody and changing everyone's mind, and experts aren't concerned that everyone signs up for their course. You've seen the kind of the guru type marketing. It doesn't matter. They'll make it fit because it's the right price or whatever. It doesn't take a lot of decision to sign up or to follow those people, because they're making it easy because they want your attention. And the reason I come in here live and the reason that I'm delivering these is to help kind of proliferate and disseminate my mission, which is taking your marketing into the relevant side of what we need today. It allows you to spend more time. It allows you to dig deeper. It allows you to be more interesting. I mean, would you rather, for example, would you rather be asked your opinion on something in an interview, or would you rather be asked for a free giveaway and get on and get out real quick? Okay, it's this. And I want you to start thinking, if I'm not marketing myself with relevance, how am I marketing myself? So coming at this with 25 plus years of experience now, it was really interesting that all of these editors, journalists are kind of those gatekeepers that I like to talk about here. They're just one example, which is media is one example of gatekeepers that I use, in my teaching and in my course. But it's a really good example, and I think it's a good bar that we as consultants need to start setting for ourselves. We have to go in with nuggets and topics and content that is going to challenge, inspire, provoke. I mean, if you're not confident doing that, I sincerely recommend you chatting with someone or booking a call with me or researching more into this on how you can make your marketing more thought leadership driven. And I really highly suggest you just keep Googling thought leadership, Googling myself. Again, we can get into this really quickly on a call as well, on the state of what you're doing now, maybe how the audience has changed 5 years ago, how you're finding it, more and more difficult to get in front of people. One of the reasons is because you can't market the way it was 5-10 years ago. Just like, as going through my media event, in the PR world, we're learning we can't pitch the way you did 5 and 10 years ago, right? Everything's changing. But the one thing I'm really, really proud of is that, I haven't changed anything about the approach I get when I'm able to get a hold of someone's stuff, someone's big tangle of stuff, and pull on the string that is the most relevant, authentic information topic and build on there and build a platform that is credible, authoritative, authentic, unmovable, really, like unshakable. When you get someone standing on their own thought leadership platform, first of all, it's no one else's. So you're not just making them look interesting or look cool to a target demographic, give them a fun logo and whatnot. It goes way beyond that. Yeah, that stuff can all come with it because it makes so much sense once you get going. But you're building them. You're giving them essentially, I'm able to hand people a business that will last. I'm able to hand people a business with credibility, authority, and longevity built in. And so I'll say it all day. There is not many people that can help and come with both the business acumen, the startup knowledge and culture, and the PR and the communications knowledge that can build all that from day one. Sometimes you build it and you find that over the years you're hiring different people to help supplement those things because you just wanted the website done, or you just needed it out the door, or you just wanted the book because that's going to be the killer thing. And you can think about that stuff later, maybe go back. I can't tell you how many websites, rewrites we've helped with because of that. So I'm trying to avoid all those painstaking future steps and just kind of make you realize that it is possible. It is wholly rewarding and fulfilling, and it's wholly way more gratifying and successful to start this now on the right foot, building that relevance right into your brand. This could be a brand that you're just starting, but this new step you're taking. This is also things I do for people while they're still in their career. There's still a thought leadership piece and places they want to go and goals they want to have when they are perhaps working for now under the guise of another company, but they're on their way to building relevancy with their skill set. Does that make sense? So you can do this both with a skill set, and you can do this with like a company that you need, like, or a practice, or your current agency or practice. There are ways to do it. So I really hope that today that word relevance kicks in for you. I want it to be up on the ladder of important and interesting, right? And can come across as important and interesting, but can you make yourself relevant? I would love to. I'm actually doing a podcast later today. I know this is going to come up in our discussion. The host and I have already had a couple discussions about this. It's Adam Thackeray's podcast, if you are in this area. And of course, I'm posting it. I'm going to post it here so you get that full discussion. And but today that word, just with the media event I'm attending and getting further confidence in the way I'm approaching people's business and brands, that's why they're so successful. It's because it's built properly from the ground up. I'm going to encourage you to book a call with me. I'm going to put that in right here. It's www.catalystcc.ca/book-call. I think I typed that out right. And, I'll put it in the chat below, or maybe the post, whether you're catching this on the replay or not. It was just really enlightening. I'm about 15 minutes away from my next session, but I'm really glad I popped in last minute. Happy Tuesday. Always available for your questions. And I bet you and I would have a really, really good discussion about this. If you're like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm missing the mark. Or if it feels like you're just not connecting with your audience, if it feels like you're one of a million people doing what you do, you need this message and you need to book the call to get it right. We're in Q2, and I'm going to keep challenging you that I want to see where you're at in Q2 2021. We're at the start of a whole other quarter. So I'll challenge you a little bit this week. And how did your Q1 go? Where are we at? Where's the compass pointing next? So hopefully it's in the right direction and you can make some decisions and get this off the ground running the right way. So thank you so much. I'm going to let you guys go. Say hi, catch it on the replay, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Take care.